Hello, honey.
Hi, you taping me now?
I taping you, baby.
Oh, hello.
Hello, honey. This is our new camera.
Sweet. I can't wait to see what the picture's like.
Mm-hmm. Hey, look, that's a Marshall stack. Here we are, the Princess Regal. It's the 26th of September, 4:11. We're just about to go to Lifeboat Drill. Hello, honey. You're not doing anything that the camera can't see, are you?
No. Hi, we're very tired, but we're starting to feel better. Had a drink. Might have a couple more.
Extreme close-up.
Hi! Don't do that. Don't, Anya. Don't do that. Come on. I gotta go back to work. Bye.
Okay, we gotta go do our lifeboat drill. We'll see you later.
Me?
Now it's videotape time. Hello, this is Gil. Hello,
Hi.
Gil. This is the guy that cleans our room. A good man. Say hello to everybody back in
Hello
Seattle,
everybody back home. He's enjoying it.
Okay, that's enough of the hallway. Same view. We're about 700 miles off the coast of Oregon, which is that way. That way is probably the Aleutian Islands, Alaska. That way, Russia. Steam along at about 15 knots. It's cloudy. About 60. This is Saturday. Took off on Thursday at 5:30. Spent a lot of time back here. Holy smokes. There's that one lonely little bird. He's been following us for a while. It's the only bird out. Poor lonely little bird. This guy's about 700 miles away from England. Uh-oh. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Where'd he go? Where's that little bird? Hello! It's Sunday. And it's, I don't know what that say, 9:42. We have finally acclimated. Everything's regular, if you know what I mean. Feeling better, honey?
What? Hello. Good morning.
Say hello to all the people back home.
We're having a blast.
Oh yes, a blast, a major blast.
Yeah. And we're going up for breakfast this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Too bad it's not to the dining room because they're closed this morning. That's right. You want to go?
No palm court for us this morning. Get Café del Sol. I'm so sorry.
See you later.
So sorry, the palm court is closed, as told by the maitre d'. It's closed. So sorry. Scusa. You go to Café del Sol. Okay? Extra primo special for you. Hey, who the hell was that walking by there? Anyway, there we are out in the middle of nowhere. We're about 1,000 miles from home. And another 1,300 miles before we get to Hawaii. And yeah, that's what the ocean looks like pretty much all the way across. It's sunshine sometimes it doesn't. So anyway, we're gonna go out and eat breakfast. I'm not gonna take a bunch of boring stuff up on deck to look at the same ocean over and over and over again. So that's all for now. I see you later. Okay? Okay. Okay. September 30th, 5:48. This is the way to my favorite spot.
I didn't get the electric.
He did that. Okay. Now what cornflakes?
So if you stand here long enough, you can see flying fish. Right away, we're about 1,500 miles south of DC, and we got another 750, 800 miles that way to Hawaii. This is my favorite spot. Right there, the little flying fishes come flying out. in here long enough, you can see these little guys. You can only find these little buggers way out in the middle of nowhere. By the way, this is about what it does all the time. We can go at it. All the way down there. Can't go any further there. There's the valve. Shut it off for a second so I can light a smoke. And of course, just as I put the camera down, this is a quick pause there for about 30 seconds, lighting a cigarette. Just as I put the camera down, light a smoke, stand back up, I look up just before I turn it on, there's a flying fish goes flying by. Wouldn't you know it? Very good little guy. Hold on. There you go. Say hello to the nice people at home.
Hello. Here we are in Kauai. And let's look over here. Well, we think that's Honolulu Bay. I know it's not Princeville because Princeville's over that way. Are you zooming in?
Yeah.
And there's a Honolulu Bay Resort around here. The hotel that was built a couple years ago. We're going to go down there. It might be in this little cove down here, but we don't know.
Huh. Extreme close-up.
That'd be a nice picture.
carnival next to it, too.
Oh, thank you, Miss Tour Guide. There's our ship. There's the SS Minnow. Hey, look, here's the skipper. Gilligan! There's the carnival. And there's the newlyweds. Say hello to everybody back in America.
Hello.
Say hello from Liverpool. Liverpool rules.
Chelsea.
No, she's a Liverpool fan. Are you kidding? Careful, she might get up and smack you.
Don't mention Man United.
What about Brighton? What about Brighton? They're a bunch of wankers. They're a bunch of
Yeah.
Ship from here, did you?
You having fun, ain't you?
Excellent.
Excelente.
Yep. And we're,
Mucho gusto, primo. Excelente. Excelente.
we're in Maui.
Is that where we are?
This is Lahaina.
There they are, the newlyweds. Where'd that submarine go?
Oh, yes, yes. Sound as well with the camera. Yeah. We hope he bought it used. The first one we had, he had a brand new one, and we loved it. And,
means the sun. The sun rises from the far east of Hana, folks, which is about 5:56, 6 o'clock in the morning. The sun rises above the crater. Crystal, ask Uncle Herman if he could move forward just a little. Kind of tight squeeze coming out between Uncle Herman's rear end boss and this van on the side to the left. Also, folks, on this tour, this Haleakala tour, is that we have launching engagement. The launching engagement will be taking place down at the sea level area, which is the tropical plantation. Crystal, to the East Maui is that there will be two designated as the silver sword. The silver sword, the Hawaiian name for the silver sword is called Ahinahina. Now what you will see there is that this plant is so rare that it will take approximately 1 to 30 years in a lifetime to grow. What you will observe of this plant is that when you look at it, it looks like a cactus plant. But when it blooms, it blooms like a philodendron. But actually, it's the family to the sunflower seed. How it generates itself is because of the higher climate, the moisture during the evening, and during the day is that above us, which is the sun ray. This is how it collects many of the moisture particles during the Mauna Kea Manalo. Is that you see the silver sword plant that is growing up in a higher elevation. But down on the sea level, you don't see none of the silver salt plant. 30 years ago is that they did try experiment of planting the silver salt down on the sea level. It didn't last not more than a week. People have been asking, why is it? The purpose is that the weather condition, humidity area, also the moisture climate, which is the ocean breeze, and the water. The water that we have down here on the sea level, folks, not realizing along the shoreline we get spring water. It's down at the bottom, especially the places that you go swimming. If you dig your toes where you're in a sandy area and you dig your toes into that sand, you feel that cold water, that spring water. But from that spring water, it mixes with the salt water and it turns into brackish water.
Hello, my
When the
love.
tide comes in,
I love you
which
so
is
much
in the
more
morning or
down
in the
here.
evening,
When I moved down here,
is
I...
that the tide
Yeah.
comes out and then
Bye.
the water level rises up. When the tide drops down, the water level drops down low. So from that's what kills the silver salt plant of the experiment down on the sea level. So the best climate and area is up on a higher elevation of two human shapes. One, it has a shape of a woman, as we introduce that woman to you as Dolly Parton. That's one. Two, it has the shape of a man, and we introduce that man to you as Arnold Schwarzenegger. Now, don't lose it. Don't lose that outline of that island of Maui. Focus upward. I will inform you the facts, which is the length, the miles that stretch the length. The length is 48 miles long. The width across that you're looking is from the chest up to the back torso. Is 26 miles across. The accessible beaches that you're looking, which is above the head down to the waistline, you're looking from the west-north down to the east-south, is that we have accessible beaches along the coastline. And there's over 81 accessible beaches, which is not private beaches. It's all public beaches. The miles to go right around the island, folks, is 180 miles. What we're going to put in today is 112 miles. The landmass that stretches here on the island of Maui covers over 729 square miles. The population ever since back in the year of 1960 was 110,000. The number one commercial island in the Hawaiian chain is Oahu. That's Honolulu. Tourists. The tourist is that they always comes back year after year, up to 20 years. When they do come back, many of the places and areas have been enormous changes within the years. New developments, new highways improvement. Second and third is the two major agriculture fields that what you will see that lies up ahead. One is the raw sugar. The other one is the pineapples. The raw sugar is that there's over 50 different varieties of the sugar cane, but it's the air that we breathe and the ocean, which is the waves, the currents. You will see some areas where there's some palm trees later on in the day, depending if you folks staying overnight. If you folks staying overnight, which you have another free day tomorrow, you might explore by getting a rent-a-car. If not, if you folks moving out tonight and going to visit other islands, every island that you visit, you will see a lot of the coconut trees like this, right on the side to your right, that has been grown in the valley, in the rainforest. People have been asking, how did the coconut trees ever got there? Not realizing tsunami before 1940. And what we're going to do on that portion of land that we reclaim is that we're going to build a house for our family and our children and our grandchildren. Beside our building house, we're going to cultivate. We're going to plant crops. The type of crops, taro patches. breadfruit trees, sweet potatoes. We're going to cultivate in our land. Other thing is that we're going to raise 93 folks. In the year of 1993 is that he sold that island back to one of our huge enterprise, which is Lewis and Cook. The border committee is that David Murdoch. David Murdoch purchased a 28-point central area. It's right in the back of the neck area on the island of Maui. You can see it. Besides the transportation of an airfare, we do provide, which is 2 ferry boats that leaves out from Lahaina Harbor. Those 2 ferry boats is Expedition. The other one is the Spirit of Lahaina. That's from Lanai. This is the 2 boats that goes out to the island of Lanai. On the far end, which is the far north, that's above the head, is 19 people that still remains back. They're not adjusted into society yet. But once they get adjusted into society, that area down there, that Kalapapa, will become one of our major historical sites in the future. People have been asking, his father Stephen Damien is buried down there. Yes, he is. Actually, Father Stephen Damien came in during the early 18th century. He's a Belgian priesthood, and he's buried down there, down at Kalapapa. Now, the 3 major islands along the west-north coast. Maui. Maui was once called Maui Nui. You look in from the creation of 380 AD up to the 12th and 13th century, folks. These islands wasn't inhabited yet. It was still creating it. But the islands was all as one huge landmass. From this one huge landmass, folks, here on the island of Maui, 3 separate districts that you could walk straight across of the 3 separate islands along the west-north coast once upon a time. The distance is that on the south side. That's Kihei way to your right. The smoke is away from the residential area where they burn the crops. And when they burn the crops is that every insect that you can think of, spiders, fire ants, rats, mongooses that hide in the sugarcane, everything burns. All the excess leaves from the sugarcane stalk, everything burns. The only thing that remains back is the stalk itself out in the fields. It burns and they harvest. The harvesting is that there's 3 types of machineries is out in the field to do the harvesting of the sugarcane. One is called the rake bulldozer. Second is the crane. Third is the Tanahala truck, which is the transporter truck. After burning the sugarcane, is that the bulldozer or the rake bulldozer puts the stalk into a pile. The second machine is the crane that picks up the huge tonnage of stalk. The third machine is the transporter truck, which is the Tanahala truck. Now folks, as we were coming on Highway 380, right at the traffic light, the second traffic light, you seen that sugar plantation mill along the side to your right, where the smoke were coming out from that smokestack. That sugar plantation mill is called HCNS. HCNS stands for Hawaii Commercial and Sugar. This is our last sugar plantation mill here on the island of Maui. That sugar plantation mill has been established in the year of 1902. But the industry started back during the late 17th century up to the early 18th century. You might think Sammy Alexander and Henry Perrine Bowling, which is the first missionary parent that started this industry. No. The 2 parents of the missionary didn't start off this. The first one